Well, Bill, another exciting year of college football is behind us.
That's right, Bill, another super year of football. I love the BCS so very much.
We all do, Bill, we all do.
Well, Bill, it has been over a week since the national championship game. I believe it's time to start picking who next year's winners will be.
You're absolutely right, Bill. People are dying to hear our predictions. These completely reasonable and well thought out picks based on nothing but a hunch, since spring practice hasn't even gotten started yet.
Well, I think first and foremost, you have to talk about USC. They are back, Bill.
They certainly are back, with star quarterback Matt Barkley returning.
Remember, Barkley's quarterback coach was Steve Clarkson, who also coached media-predicted superstars Jimmy Clausen and Brady Quinn.
I still think my prediction of Jimmy Clausen being the next Joe Montana will come true if they just give him a chance and stop playing Cam Newton just because he wins football games.
And with Lane Kiffin at the helm, what could go wrong? I mean, look at the job he did for Tennessee and the Raiders.
What people don't get is that the reason Kiffin destroyed those clubs like a fat kid on a bag of Oreos is because of how great a coach he is.
You know it, Bill. You have to break the team down to a dumpster fire first, then rebuild it to make something special.
Well, let's talk about who else is going to be back this year. Obviously Notre Dame, because we have been predicting they would be back for 10 years, and eventually we have to get that right.
The same for Georgia. I've said Mark Richt's Bulldogs would be a force for all 10 years he has been the Georgia head coach. I think he has all the pieces in place now.
Don't forget Virginia Tech. We have to rank them in the top 5 and talk about how good they are for the next 9 months, until they drop one to Duke or Wake Forest, as usual.
And Arkansas. We have to talk about how Arkansas has the best QB, or running back, or wideouts each year, then talk about how close they came. And we are sure next year is their breakout season.
We must mention that Alabama has lost too many players. It's going to be a down year for them. No way Nick Saban wins this year. Never mind that they were 3 deep with super talent at all positions, and their backup freshmen played as good as their seniors in the championship game.
Obviously you have to ignore things like depth when making predictions. You base predictions on what makes a good story, and what the all-powerful, benevolent and kind ESPN tells us to say.
How much did you love having bowls midweek? Thanks to ESPN, nothing like a bowl game at 5 on a work day in the middle of the week.
I know. Did I mention I love the BCS? I want to take it to dinner, and then back to my place to see what happens. I love it so much.
We all want that, Bill. Let's not forget to pick who we think are the Heisman candidates for next year. And be sure not to base it on performance. Let's base it on buzz and what makes a good story.
And be sure to pick a random kid from a small school, playing in a super weak league. He has no real chance to win, but we will talk about him enough that he gets invited to the ceremony anyway.
I like the quarterback for the Southern North Dakota Tech Gerbils.
He is the real deal.
I hear the Jaguars are looking at wasting their first-round pick on him next year.
Bill, I don't know why folks listen to blogs and Twitter. I've been making these same predictions for 20 years. I am due to get one right any day now.
Any day now.